so nervous right now. My knees are buckling. It's starting to get hot in here. Oh no, nervous sweat. It's the worst kind. Fear. Fear. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. I know it's an old cliche. I know it's been used over and over. But when we really think about it, it's true. Good morning, faculty, fellow classmates, and my family and friends in the back. This morning, I will be speaking about fear and how it's really not a bad thing. When I look back to when I was a small child, like many of us, I had fears. And one that I can distinctly remember was being petrified of the Beast in the Disney movie Beauty and the Beast. This is comical to me now, but back in the day, it was a huge deal. I was so afraid that he was going to hurt Belle. I was only 5 years old, and right off the bat, I judged the Beast on his disfigured appearance and assumed that he was going to be the bad guy. But in the end, he turned out to genuinely be a good person. Through this fear, I learned not to judge a book by its cover. And now, ironically, Beauty and the Beast is my favorite childhood movie. As time went on, and I started to grow little by little, just when I started to feel invincible, of course, another fear came up. When I started school, I quickly found out that I was afraid of test taking. And I would try everything to get out of taking a test. Kind of went like this. Mom, I've contracted some unknown disease. I have to stay home today. I can't go into school. Everyone will get sick, and it'll be all my fault. I just can't go in. Yeah, she quickly caught on that I really just didn't want to go in and write that science test. It's not that I wasn't prepared. I would just go in, sit down, pick up my pencil, and forget everything. And then I would find myself circling C, hoping that that would be the right answer, and take it from someone who knows C's not always right. Slowly, after years of practicing and trying to get over this fear, I guess you could say I grew out of it. Don't get me wrong, I still get test anxiety sometimes, but now I've learned how to get through it. I had to work really hard, but with the help of my mom, my dad, and my teachers, I finally did it. It was a long and painful road, but I had support to get me through it. And now, as we get older, we move into the fear of embarrassment stage. And unfortunately, this is something we don't grow out of. Now, I'm positive that everyone in this room has been embarrassed on multiple occasions. And if anyone knows me, they know that I'm always doing stupid things that leave myself embarrassed. So much so that I've just become immune to it. Whether it's falling up, yes, up the stairs, in front of everyone, or saying what's on my mind, that's completely off topic. Those are just little moments that happen to me on a daily basis. Now, the moment that takes the cake was when I was 9 years old. For those of you who don't know, I'm a singer, and when I was young, my singing teacher signed me up for the Kiwanis Music Festival. All I had to do was get up there, sing a 45-second song, and I'd be done. Seems easy enough, right? Well, no, it really wasn't, because I had severe stage fright. The thought of singing in front of people paralyzed me. But they forced me to do it. So I got up there, the music started to play, I started to sing, but then I really had to go pee. So I found myself in the middle of the song saying, I'm so sorry, but I really have to go to the bathroom. So I ran off stage, and if you're catching my drift, I did make it to the bathroom. It was terrible. I cried. I was so embarrassed, the most I've ever been embarrassed in my entire life. I decided right then and there that I would never step on stage ever again. That will probably remain to be the most embarrassing moment for the rest of my life, or at least I hope so. But although it might be the most embarrassing moment, I now laugh it off. And I'm sure you're wondering how I overcame my stage fright. Well, the next year, the Kiwanis Music Festival came around, and my mom and my music teacher forced me to do it. And like I said, I was never stepping on stage ever again, but they made me do it. So much so that my mom pushed me up on stage. She literally pushed me up on stage. So I thought to myself, here we go again. I started to sing, and to my surprise, it went well. I was still extremely nervous, but I got through it, and in the end, I won a gold medal and scholarship money. What I learned from this fear was that although I might be scared, I have to do it, because the only way to get over it is to get out of my head and just face it. Years after that, I started to love singing in front of people. I still get really nervous, but the feeling I get after a great performance is far greater than those few moments of fear before. From these personal fears that I've shared with you when I was young, we can all see that I've learned from my fears. And what I learned was bigger than just overcoming them or hiding them. They taught me things that I use in my everyday life. My fears have made me the person I am today, and have taught me how to face my fears I have now. Currently, I'm struggling with the fear of going into university next year. It's 14 hours away, in a country which I've never lived in before, and I don't know anyone. I fear that maybe I won't fit in, that maybe I'm not good enough for the rowing team, that maybe I won't survive academically. I ask myself these questions every day, and I reply to them saying, snap out of it! You're going to be okay! This is going to be the hardest, but most rewarding challenge that you've ever taken on. You will get through it. I'm not going to let myself fall through the cracks. I've worked way too hard to, and I know that I can do this. And when I don't feel like I can, I've got my support system back home who are cheering me on, telling me that I can and I will. Life is a learning curve. We might not know it, but we are constantly learning. Something that life has taught me is that it's all about my attitude. I know that I can do anything once I put my mind to it. I just have to believe I can. I know that you all can too. We doubt ourselves way too often, and we let our fear eat away our confidence. Why? Well, we're too busy hearing about the negative things. For example, I might be a really terrible math student, but I'm a pretty good English student. Or I might be a really bad pool player, but I'm a really good swimmer. We never think of what we're good at because we're blinded by the things that we're bad at. I feel like we don't hear this enough, so I'm going to say it. I'm proud of everyone here today, and you all should be proud of yourselves. And I know that we're all capable of being great in our own way. You all make me incredibly proud that I have the honor of knowing you, and I want to thank you for being you. Remember, fear sometimes is a good thing. It prevents us from making wrong choices, but also motivates us to take on new experiences that we never would think of doing. So never underestimate the power of being afraid, because sometimes what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I would now like to leave you with a quote from the 2005 movie Coach Carter. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened by shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine. This ability is not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people the permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you.